Hello, this is Bino. I'm an arborist and a tree climber specialist. What I like to do on my channel is share tree climbing tips with beginners and experts. What we have planned today is to install a floating canopy anchor with an arborist ring and a carabiner. Those are the only extra two components. What this helps you do is to pull your line out of a few redirects a little bit easier than if you were going to use just a regular canopy tie. All right, let's get to it. What we have set up here is just a regular canopy tie with a alpine butterfly and just cinched into itself. So if you look up, that's our main tie-in right there. And we've done a couple of redirects, natural crotch redirects. So there's one here and the next one's over here. So now just say that we were in the tree, we did our work and we came down over here, we undid our line. And now what we want to do, our climbing gear, now what we would want to do is retrieve our system. So this is, you'd get it from this end right here and you'd start pulling. And really, yeah, here it comes. Wow, this is like really hard. Now these redirects are really close and they're not really far apart, but you could see if in the way that I'm bending, now it's just more rope on rope friction. So I really can't budge this very well, especially now that I'm getting below this crotch. It's really not doing very well. So with the floating ring canopy anchor, it's supposed to make this kind of a situation easier. So I'll get this down and then I'll set up a floating ring canopy anchor. We'll put it in the two redirects and then we'll give it a try to bring it down. Now that we've demonstrated what an alpine butterfly canopy tie looks like with a couple of redirects, natural crotch redirects, we're going to install the floating ring canopy tie. Now what we've already done is we have our shot bag line already in the tree. And so what I need to do first before I send up the rope is to get the end. And I'm going to put the small arborist ring. Remember, it's an arborist grade arborist ring that you want to use. I'm going to put it on the rope. And now what I'll do is I'm going to put the shot bag line onto our rope. And I like to do it with a couple of half hitches, so because I don't want it to slide out. Oops. Okay, there's one, and I'll do another. So you could sometimes just put half hitches, but I just want to make sure that I don't have it slip off. I've been having a little bit of one of those mornings. Okay, so now I'm going to send this up. Now the arborist ring is just going to sit here on the rope. Now that it's going up, I'm going to get it over that crotch. That's going to be our final tie-in for this. And I'm bringing it back down to the ground here. Okay, so now that I got it here, I'm going to untie my shot bag line. And then I'm just going to get it out of the way real quick so I don't get tangled up in it. I'm not really going to do this pretty. I'm just going to get it out of the way. So here's our other. I'm going to give myself a few more feet because I just want to make sure I got enough room for the redirect. So with this ring, this is going to be the side we climb on. This is the side that went over the branch, now it came down. Now this is the side that I'm going to put a stopper knot on. So I'll use an alpine butterfly. So just like you would a regular alpine butterfly, the ring stays above it. You get it tied, you snug it up, tie, dress, and set. So now here's our ring. And now you want to back it up with a carabiner so it's not going to come undone. Alpines really don't come undone, but this is just, everybody wants to do it because it's safety, So now what we're going to do, I've got to send this end through here. That's the important part. If I just sent it up without that, then we would have nothing. So let me get this snugged up again here. That's snug. Okay, now that's the important part. You got to put your other line inside. Otherwise, you won't have a canopy tie. Okay, so now I get it up there. Now it's going to cinch up against the trunk. I get that. Okay. All right. Okay. So now what I'll do is I'll get my rope wrench ready, and this is where I'm going to climb up. Then I'll set a couple of redirects. I'll come back down, and then we'll disconnect and we'll bring down the line. Hopefully it works a lot better than that alpine butterfly canopy tie. All right, so let me get it set up. Now that I'm set up, I'm gonna go up and install those redirects, those natural crouch redirects. So here we go. All right. All right. So now we're here. Let's have a real quick look like what your canopy tie looks like. So the rings here, this butterfly doesn't allow it to slip out. So now the thing that I'm gonna go do is go over to this crotch here, and I'm gonna set my, I'm just gonna throw my, my system over that. So it would be like if I'm gonna climb this area. Hang on, let me get around here. Let me get on this. In a natural crouch redirect, you have to throw your line over. So I'm gonna gather it and I'm gonna throw it over. Okay. Okay. Got it over the crotch. All right, hooked it on. Now snug up my line. And now what I'm gonna do is make my way over that way. So hopefully I can do it with somewhat ease. Whoops, that was kind of spooky. Okay, cool. Okay, so I think it was, well, somewhere around here is where we had that other redirect, so I'm gonna put it somewhere right here. Pick it up again. I mean, slack it up. Same kind of thing, I gotta send my line all the way over. So I'm grabbing it. Okay, right here. Got it over the crotch I want. Now I have to undo my line and I give myself some more slack so I can make it to me. And this time I'm just gonna make a slip knot so I don't lose it. It's not far, but so I don't lose my climbing system. Okay, clipped it into there. Now I'm gonna bring it over that crotch. Now I got it back to myself. I'm gonna undo my carabiner. There we go. Now clip this back to myself. Okay, now, so that's my second redirect. So, you know, the redirects are like, if you're gonna work, like if it was a really wide canopy tree, you would work maybe this whole section over here if this was a big area. So having the tie-in point that's close to you and above you is better than like the final tie that's over there. But if we were not paying attention and we went through a couple of redirects, now that's where you might have your issue. So you can see that canopy tie, that floating ring canopy tie is working really well. It's not loose or coming undone, it looks nice. So now that I have myself tied back in, I'm going to disconnect my lanyard and I'm going to proceed down to the ground. And what we'll do is have we'll undo this and then see if we can pull it down. And so now I'm back up here at the canopy tie to see if it really works well with these 2 redirects. Oh, actually, so with the other one, with that other canopy, I couldn't even budge it, but I gotta admit, it's really pretty hard. But having that ring there, it does make a difference. It's held there in that one spot. And actually, yeah, it is hard, but it's less rope on rope friction. That ring's pretty a beefy ring, so it kind of separates it, and it's less rope on rope friction. So I am able to pull it through. So what I'm gonna do is I'll bring my line all the way over. The first redirect's gone. Now here goes the second one. And now the rope comes back to me. And now the ring comes right back to me. And then I just pull my line out of the tree. And there we go, a done deal. Not bad, this floating ring canopy tie. It actually worked pretty good. Honestly, it's not easy for 2 redirects, but it would be better than if you just had a regular canopy tie. Not bad, because all you need is this and a carabiner, which probably everybody has. These aren't too expensive. Just another option for a canopy tie and getting out maybe a couple of redirects. Well, there you have it. A floating ring canopy tie with only an arborist ring and an extra carabiner. Something important I wanted to mention is that when you're finished and you're going to be coming back down, you're going to pull your line. If you have a stopper knot on the other end of your line, you want to make sure that you take it out so you don't get your ring stuck up in the tree. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you like what we do. And by all means, share our videos with your friends. Also, we have a link on redirects. You guys might want to have a look at that. All right, take care. We'll see you next time.